dark. Final five. Good times with the family playing music, man, I hold it close to my heart. Yeah, I'm talking final vibes.
Dope, man. Tell me some more thoughts of this album. One of the things I wanted to ask you about is what did you think about the features, and particularly the one with Rihanna, because I think that record too. Like I say, when you do big records with big artists, now you can kind of get a piece of their audience and people that you may not have known or people never known you.
Yeah.
What do you think that record did for his career and just how it fit with the whole project?
But before I get into that, I want to say all the singles, for them to be as big as they are commercially, but still fit the scheme of the project. I think at Loyalty, what the concept and what I get from it is like, you got Love and Lust on the album, right?
Right.
And I think that was Lust was one of the things that he felt damned by or was playing a part into the man. Then I felt like he chose love. So then we get to Loyalty and he's saying like, I would rather you be loyal than to love.
Right.
To me, that spoke a lot to his character. And even after, when I see moves that he's making this year, I see how important loyalty is to him. So I feel like him and Rihanna is out of the park smash. Rihanna sound amazing.
Yeah.
She helped him take that thing to a whole nother level. And the video even furthermore proves some of the internet theories because there's two Kendricks in the video. One of them died.
Yeah.
One of them is going through chaos, and the other one is chose love. So it's a duality in that video. You know what I'm saying? As far as the beginning of the album, him dying. And all these little gems that's in it, man, I just feel like that, Love, Humble, Element, DNA, all the singles, out of here, bro.
But you know, like even what you saying though is, I don't think what people actually understand about how crazy this album is.
It's crazy.
Because honestly too, as people, we all are conflicted anyway. We're conflicted people. Like, so for artists to basically be able to show you two perspectives in one song, one album,
bro.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
And it captures, it's like, it's not, he's still love, he's still lust, but he respects loyalty.
Let me ask you about a record on the project. Yeah, right? When you first heard Yeah, because I remember when this album came out, you was crazy on this album. And I was like, To Pimp a Butterfly. I wasn't even ready for this album.
Yeah.
Yeah jumped out to you so heavy, and what was the feeling you got, and what do you feel like he was trying to say on that record?
I'll tell you first what the feeling I got was, again, going back to the woo. Like, when you get gems on records and you can identify with the knowledge, it's a different feel, especially if it's presented like that.
For sure.
Like I say, because there's always people that know stuff, but you can't really do it like K-Dot. So off gate, just the word "yeah," I'm gonna listen. Okay, what are you talking about?
And what do you think he was referring to that?
The Most High.
Okay.
He was giving, I'm telling you, throughout.
Because at first when you see it, it looked like it's kind of saying like, yeah.
Correct.
Like, you know, just a street way of saying, yeah.
Correct.
You were the first person who pointed out to me that this can be considered as Yahweh.
He was on something, man. And again, he was on something. And that's why I was blown away, because I hadn't heard that part of him. I knew he was different. He showed different signs, but it's only certain people that's willing to say certain things on records, bro. Because that come with smoke.
Yeah, for
Anybody
sure.
will tell you that, man. If you're trying to be a big commercial artist, there's things that people are gonna be like, nah, you may not want to say that, you know, because this person and this type of group and this whatever. So for him to do that, it just, again, man,
it's crazy because, like, all right, on that song, right, he says a couple things. He said, black is only a color. Don't call him black no more. He's an Israelite.
Yep.
That was jump. That said a mouthful right there, right?
Again,
then
people don't normally say that on the record.
Then he said that he not with a religion. But then towards the end of the album, on God and all this stuff, he comes back to these religious themes, but he seems as if he's giving in now. Like, you know what? All right, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
So just
that's
speak to
interesting.
that for a second, bro.
Well, again, I think that's the conflict of us as people. We the Most High is gonna pull us to Him naturally, but we kind of pull away. We're the ones that pull away. You feel me?
sure.
And I think that's the what Kendrick is just explaining, that man, is he goes through all these different feelings and all these different emotions and everything, but it's all a part of him. And there's certain people that's pulling him from here, certain things that's pulling him over there. So whatever he choose, it's still gonna be the same conflict.
For sure.
The conflict is self. It's within. You feel me? But again, from the Yah perspective, like you said, the things that he said on that record was so intelligent and so, like I say, just going against the grain of what people normally would go for, what they would think, or what most big artists would probably stay away from.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of big artists don't talk about certain things when it comes to religion and God and things.
Nah, for
they
sure.
keep it very
It's a sticky
PC.
situation.
You know,
And
God
then you
bless
got-
you, that type of thing.
Then
but
you got all these different races just singing the music, probably not even knowing what. I mean, the man is incredible.
Yeah.
My favorite song on the album is DNA.
yeah,
That's my favorite
okay.
song. When I first heard it, I mean, just the aggression in it coming
Yeah.
like again off of To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm like, yo, Doc,
Yeah.
he on some shit, bro.
Yeah.
He got this Eminem thing going, this Busta Rhyme thing.
no doubt.
And it's something that in a song that we both did not catch, you know what I'm saying, as far as DNA. And he said he got 23 different things in his DNA.
It's crazy.
So when the time passed and you realize what bro was talking about, like what did that mean to you? Like, you know what I'm saying?
So just to be clear, it was basically, like you say, he got 23 things in his DNA, which scientifically there's 23 chromosomes. So that connection and just him doing that just so subtly, it just made me think, man, who is this kid, bro? He's like a rap nerd, but it's like, man, who does that, bro?
Right. Where he's
Like,
born.
again, I don't know what to think of that, because I'm like, why didn't I think of that type of shit?
Right.
Like, as an artist, you like, yo, what makes you do that, bro? So I fan out sometimes on this album, not because I'm so much of a K-Dot fan, but I'm so much a fan of the project and how he was able to pull it off.
Yeah.
To have that commercial success, to be, you know, intelligent, to be conflicted, because also he was very vulnerable on the album. Like you said, he may have been
Sure.
disappointed. He felt a certain type of way.
Yeah.
That's what I think kept him humble and kept him so hungry to lead up to what he's doing now. He's going on the epic run now because he already been through that. He was conflicted at 30 and 31.
Yeah.
So now at this age, he's already been through enough crazy shit the way he know exactly who he is. And that's why the success is now even magnified.
Should that lead us right into our next topic? You feel me? The commercial success, and where do we rank this album with the rest of bro albums? Now this topic, that's let's start with the first one.
Okay.
Cause the second one is a topic, and y'all let us know in the comments what's your favorite Kendrick Lamar album. But let's start with the success of Damn.
Okay.
Now we got Good Kid, Mad City, commercial success out the gate. We got To Pimp a Butterfly, commercial and critically acclaimed, one of the greatest albums ever made. But Damn sells 600,000. It's the highest first week of any artist in any genre in 2017. Humble goes on to be 15 times platinum. Like, how important do you think that was to prove to real artists that you could still make great art, win the Pulitzer Prize,
right.
and be looked at as one of the greatest writers of the century, but still be a pop star?
Right.
Like, what do you think that meant to his career?
Everything, bro, because he earned what he got right now
Yeah.
because of doing things like that. And like I say, he's stepping not only I wouldn't even say out of bounds. I would just say stepping out on faith, doing shit that normally most record labels, most execs, it'll take you 5 years to get that album pushed out because it ain't enough party. It's too much this. It's not enough that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I just think he let people know then, I'm coming for the crown. But the crown ain't really, I think, what most people want, which is I get all the women,
Yeah.
and I get all the fame, and you know I'm on every set now, and You know what I'm saying? You see me pull up with my entourage.
For sure.
I think his impact was already planned in reference to, I'm going to show y'all exactly how I could take this shit. Which is, you know what I'm saying? Now you seeing it in real time.
Yeah.
But Damn, and I'll go back to it, is my favorite Kendrick Lamar album, bro.
That's crazy, bro.
Damn is the one for me. Now, I'm not even saying it's the best.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for me, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
And at the time he dropped it, it was right there with J 444, which was another eye-opening album. Jay ain't never dropped a 444 before.
That's one of his best albums.
That's one of his best pieces of work, and we never heard him talk like that. He telling us how to do real estate and get our credit up and all this shit.
I actually feel like there's a thread between Jay and Kendrick. It's funny that you say that.
Definitely a thread.
We just bumped Kendrick's first mixtape ever, where he referenced this man all the time.
That was Lil Jigga.
Basically, every album you can expect some Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z quotes in there.
Definitely.
But I feel as though Hove was inspired by To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, definitely.
But the difference with Hove, which I feel like Kendrick wound up doing on Mr. Morale and The Big Stepper, Hove talking about his personal life, Hove talking about his marriage.
Pull the covers out.
If you look at the threads from Mr. Morale and The Big Stepper, there's a lot of 444 in there.
Damn, leading into what people now say woke. Okay, we getting up to the COVIDs and stuff. Before the COVIDs, though, there were people studying and actually getting their mind mentally sharp. You know what I'm saying? And even now when he talk about he stayed away from certain parties and certain things, okay, that's because he been through that dark phase. And through that dark phase, there's light. You learn from it, man.
It's crazy, bro, because not only does he have the commercial success to go with it, he got the critically acclaimed success.
Right.
Meaning,
you said
like,
Pulitzer.
Yeah.
He just awarded is.
And that's just Dot taking hip-hop to places that it's never been. You know what I'm saying? You got to commend that, bro.
Yeah.
And it's funny, though, like, when I look at Damn, right, I wonder how much of that success made him go away for 5 years. Like, I wonder, you know what I'm saying? Like,
was it too much a little bit?
Like, was it too much? And was it like the simple fact that the world reacted that to angry music that way?
Right.
I wonder how he really felt about that, because, you know, he would go on to go away for 5 years after this album. You know what I'm saying? So I always just personally wondered that, like.
Well, you know, like you say, looking at it now, with all this stuff that's being exposed, that's going on now, I think people like Kendrick and even like a Nas, who I feel like they know when to step away though, and they know when to pop out. They know, because if people,
him and Nas?
Yes, I'm just saying in reference to how they've been moving, and Nas been in the game a lot longer. But think about how Nas been moving.
Yeah, for
he
sure.
He never was really overzealous with dropping records, and when he does drop records, it's gonna be a more elevated, more mature Nas. He got a dope message. He's one of the ones that can really educate you but still entertain you.
No, for sure.
You feel me? So when you step away for a minute, that doesn't mean you stepping away from life. That means you stepping away from the Matrix.
For sure.
But when I come back, I got more product.
What's up?
Yeah, and I have lived more, so now I can talk about it. Like you say, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, you could definitely tell Kendrick had lived a little bit,
yeah,
you know, with kids and just going through things, but that made it that much more deadly with the pen.
So where do we rank this album with the rest of his album, GNX included? I mean, the man got, you feel me, one of the best discographies in hip-hop history.
That's a fact.
I see this debate all the time happening online, like,
we need to do a poll.
Yeah,
we probably gotta do a poll, man.
You said this your favorite though, for the record.
It's definitely my favorite, and like I say, I'm not saying it's the best, but it's my favorite, bro.
You wanna know what's crazy?
It's my favorite.
As great as this album is, this is like my third. At the time, it was my least favorite Kendrick album.
Right.
This is probably like, I got Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. Those two always switch.
Gotcha.
Depends what day it is. Those two always switch. But now I do have Damn as third. But I got Section 80. But now we got Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers and GNX to put into this thing.
And that's why we love music, though, because how it makes you feel matters.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, who makes the beat and all of that is important, and the rhyme scheme and when the bridge come, but the feeling matters. So that's why I love it the most, because the records are meaningful. When they come on, it's powerful. You playing drums backwards and stuff like that, but
Crazy.
when you play it, it sounds perfect.
And then at the end of the record, we hear a gunshot. Now, that could have meant so many things, but the theory was probably like a year or probably a couple months after it came out that, man, you could play this album backwards and it have a whole different meaning. And then Kendrick Lamar comes out and confirms it, right?
It's crazy, man.
Then he put out a limited edition with the titles backwards, and it's a whole different meaning. It's
Yeah.
a whole and they actually make songs.
Yeah.
Actually make sense. His dad dies at the beginning of the album, and he dives from a good kid basically to the streets and dies at the end of that one.
Right.
So you keep hearing
That's
the thread.
genius, dog.
You keep hearing the thread, right? Is basically
That's crazy.
Are we gonna live or die? It's your choice. It's the listener's choice. What experience do you
Right.
want? Does Kendrick get to live or die?
Yeah, I do it for the love of the art, cause the music all I had when I was in the dark. Final five. Good times with the family playing music, man, I hold it close to my heart. Yeah, I'm talking final five.